Hey guys, Lou Ladwig here, a little mail call. I got a package that when I found out this was coming to me, I got really excited. After years of working on these old Jeeps, I have found the greatest frustration is these cheapo junk aftermarket condensers. And I've gone to Napa, Auto, CarQuest, O'Reilly's, every brand line imaginable. I think they're probably all made by the same company. And they were junk. And I've had a Jeep that wouldn't start or ran cruddy, or it would start and run, and then as soon as the engine got warm, it would stop running properly. Might even just have a subtle miss. Everybody's, oh, it's fuel problems. Oh, it's, your distributor's worn out. I don't know. The whole list that we go through when we're trying to analyze these things. And I'd pull the condenser out, put in a fresh condenser, boom, runs great. But what's really frustrating is I've put in a new condenser and had it last a day. I've had them last 3 weeks. And I'm not just talking this Jeep, I'm just talking all the Jeeps I've worked on in general. And what's amazing is I've taken condensers brand new from like Napa Auto, put it in, and it didn't work. And you can use a VOM to test a condenser, and it should charge it up when you're on ohms, and the needle should creep up until it's charged that thing up. And I've had condensers that were shot, that didn't work, fresh from Napa Auto Parts. Take it back and they go, oh, we're sorry. And they give you another one, take it. And I got to where I take my VOM to the auto parts to see if the condenser works right there. What a great way to embarrass the parts counter guy when he's trying to sell you something that doesn't even function. So, as you guys know, Joe's Motor Pool is trying to remedy some of our parts situations and make some stuff that actually works. And so Dan sent me some brand new condensers. And I guess the story is he had an engineer that he hired to reverse engineer the condensers needed for the Jeeps and figure out why they fail. And I'm not quite sure, maybe he can clarify it, but I believe, a condenser is really just a big sheet of tin foil all folded up with a piece of insulating paper, so when you fold it up, it doesn't short between layers. And so it's, because it's really a capacitor. I don't know how they got the name condenser, but in electrical terms it's a capacitor. And so it's a big surface area that the electricity can go in and kind of momentarily sits there. So from what his reverse engineering was, that the connections inside to your wire were bad, or they'd fail, and it sounds like it wasn't a very good way of connecting it. So he believes he solved that problem. So here I have a brand new condenser from Joe's Motor Pool, and As you know, Graham's Jeep is dead right now because it needs a condenser. And I went and grabbed a junk condenser I had in a parts box, came down and threw it in, and still didn't run. And I checked that condenser with a VOM, and it was bad also. So, and I've gotten so many other guys' Jeeps up and running that my stash of condensers has pretty much gone away. So I like the new old stock stuff. It's amazing, they still work. But so this, if Joe's Motor Pool's condenser solves that problem and it lasts on Graham's Jeep, that's going to be fantastic. I'm going to buy a dozen of these things and send one to every one of my Jeep buddies for Christmas. But yeah, no, this is going to be good. So very excited to see what happens. I'll try to get to the shop tomorrow after work and toss that in and see if it fires up. So stand by for the test fire of the Joe's Motor Pool condenser part. Thanks.